Undefeated. Undefeated. Who do you think that you are? When I tell y'all that I run things, y'all better believe me. Spin the earth on my finger like round ball on my globetrotter. It's easy. No lie.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? So, real quick, I wanna give a shout out to somebody. I wanna give an honorable mention to this person. And before I do so, I just want to say a couple things. All right. So, to everybody who watches my videos, all my commenters and all my subscribers, I appreciate all of you. And, I don't delete nobody's comments. If a comment was absurd enough, I'd delete it. But I don't go and try to censor y'all. I don't go and try to police y'all. As long as you ain't being racist and as long as you ain't being overly disrespectful, because there's been some people who've been disrespectful, but there's people who are just really just over the top. I haven't really had any of that so far, so I do my best not to censor y'all, because I want you to feel like you can express yourself. And I do appreciate that nobody's really crossed that line, and I hope I never do have to do that. And I haven't had anybody bother me to the point yet where I feel the need to block them, because that's really when I'm going to block somebody, is if they're really truly a bother to me. So what I want to say is, I just want to level with you. You can't expect everybody to have your point of view. You can't take what people say to heart when they're talking about your fighter. If it's a criticism, then just, accept their criticism. And if you think the criticism is unfair, then if you're subscribed to them, if it's really that serious to you, unsubscribe. If it's really that serious to you, don't watch their videos anymore. And that's just being an adult. That's really all that is. And I'm not saying that any of my subscribers are childish or nothing, because I actually don't even know the whole, I don't know who made comments or whatever. I just know the most basic information, and it's just emotional fans. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go and try to view what happened. I don't even think I can. But I'm not even gonna try to view it, because I really just want to speak common sense right now before I give my honorable mention. But just when you watch a video, try to have an open mind. Try to understand, think about some of the criticisms that you have of another fighter, and how some of those criticisms could make a fan feel, and how it would make a fanboy feel. Now, not saying that you should try to not put out your criticisms, but just think about how it would make those people feel, and then turn it back on yourself. Look at how you're feeling, and really evaluate what the person is saying. You know what I'm saying? And if it really truly is just just something that you really don't want to support, then just don't support it. You don't have to go and start threatening people. I don't know if that's even what happened. You don't have to start threatening. You don't have to start insulting. You don't have to start doing any of that. It's not necessary. You can simply unsubscribe, or maybe you like the channel, but when it comes to this particular topic or a particular fighter, most channels are smart enough to put what they're talking about in the title of the video. if you're a Floyd Mayweather fan, for instance, and you don't like my, how I get when I talk about Floyd Mayweather, then you know that when Floyd Mayweather's in the title, you may not want to watch it. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with, just not watching somebody's videos on certain topics because you really disagree. You're not gonna like it, and it is what it is. So, anyways, further ado, this is a spotlight that's not really a spotlight, and the reason why is because I've already spotlighted this channel, but I just want to give an honorable mention, and that's to Joseph JoJo. So all I want to say is you have to have an open mind. Don't give somebody grief over their opinion of fighters when they're being fair. Because what I've noticed is that when that happens, I'm not going to say any names, and Joseph JoJo definitely hasn't done this, but there's other channels that come to mind, and there's actually channels I respect that have done this, but I'm not here to put them on the spot. I'm just going to say I've noticed a lot of times when you get overly emotional about a fighter, okay, they may not shut their channel down. What they may do is get resentful and really start hating on your fighter. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why when I disagree with somebody, I don't comment. It's like I said, there's no reason for me to get worked up over somebody else's opinion on a fighter that I like. Not everybody has to like the fighters that I like, and I don't have to like the fighters that other people like. You know what I'm saying? So just use common sense. Just act like an adult. I would imagine that, being that we talk about boxing, most of us should be adults. And there's some young people, that are like in high school. If there's anybody who's in middle school making boxing videos, power to them. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that they're mentally strong enough to handle some of this nonsense that happens in the YTBC. But, for the most part, everybody here is adults. Some people just mentally ain't mature enough. I ain't gonna speak on that. But most of us are adults. We should conduct ourselves as such, and just remember, everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Everybody doesn't have to agree on everything, and it is what it is. But if you are a boxing fan who just likes boxing and wants to hear a perspective that is fair, I do encourage you to go and check out Joseph JoJo. So, he does bring a lot to the table. Just, you have to keep an open mind. And he doesn't speak out of turn. He never does. I've yet to see it, but he's a very cool dude, very, very laid back, and he's just gonna give you his take, just like I give you my take. And my take and his take aren't always necessarily in accordance, but I respect the dude, and I want people who are boxing fans, check him out. But anyways, to all my subscribers, anybody who watches my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, I hope that something I said resonates with you, and that this community could really thrive and, try to bring some positivity to the community and ignore some of this other stuff that happens. So, but anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.
How you think you don't stop the movement? You ain't that important, baby. I'ma keep moving.